Alright, welcome guys to the Jurassic World Insider, and it's been a while, but we're back again with another park tour. Hello everyone in the live chat, welcome, thank you for joining me. And for those watching later, like normally, also welcome. And I hope you enjoy the video and the tour of the park. Let me know what you think of it. If you have any questions, let me know in the live chat, or you can also comment on the YouTube video when it's available. So yeah, welcome back to Isla Nublar. Like I said, it's been a while since I did a live stream. I think it's like maybe 2 weeks. I did a lot of live stream of the parks because most of the parks were already finished, of course. So it took some time until I finished this one. I kinda ended this yesterday, and in between I've done well, I've worked, of course, and there are some new games that came out I wanted to play, so yeah. Choices. Hello, Gordon, my man, representative of China. Yeah, guys, this is the Isla Nublar North map of Jurassic World Evolution. And like I mentioned in a previous stream, which is the Isla Nublar main park, I think it's section 3. It's officially section 2 and 3, I think. It's a little bit. I have. If you see my latest post on Instagram, you can see I have an employee handbook from Jurassic World, which is like a real thing that you can watch it and read everything about the sections, and it's like you're working there. You get the book itself. So section 4 is basically the largest attractions and enclosures Isla Nublar had. And these were the Gallimimus Valley, the Geosphere Valley, and the Triceratops territory. Those fell under the section 4. And because I was thinking that it needed a lot of space, and I've seen a lot of park builds with just the Nublar sandbox. Of course, before the DLC of Claire's Sanctuary came out. And so I decided to place it on the North map. It has a lot of space, and it's great, as you can just take a little look. We have the Gallimimus Valley in this side. We have the Triceratops territory down below, and we have the Geosphere Valley way in the back. So, oh, I forgot to shut off the music. Damn it! Normally I have the music off, of course, but before I get any copyright strikes or something like that. So, let's get back to the capture mode. And we don't have to worry about any dying dinosaurs or troubles, because this is sandbox. After I did the campaign maps, it's just all sandbox after for the upcoming new parks and stuff, because there is no campaign. Yeah, you have a campaign for Claire's Sanctuary, of course, but you don't have everything to work on, and it's not really a place to build. So yeah, anyway, the thing is, if we take a little bit of a look from above, let's zoom out, as you can see it's a lot of space. And the beautiful thing of this park is that you have these starting locations. If you can zoom in a little bit, these things. Oh, the quality drops a lot if you zoom in, it's weird. Normally it's different. If it's too far away you don't see the trees, and you zoom in you have the trees, but this is weird. So these are the entrances, and there are 2 on each side. We have 1 in this section. Let's zoom a little bit out so it looks better. And we have another one on that side of the park. because there is no monorail directly, as it was intended to be different than, of course, the Jurassic World style. It's in the campaign. It's like the incident of 2015 happened, and it's like a different universe or different paranormal. How do you call those things? A different multiverse. That's the right thing. There's a lot about multiverses these days on the internet. So that's the way in and out of this area. But of course, in the original design of the park, the monorail goes from the innovation center, the main center of the park, towards these areas. But we can't do that here, so let's pretend it is. So yeah, let's start with the first area, and it's quite interesting because Triceratops territory is only mentioned in the guidebooks and the information about the islands. If you go to the website, you see a lot of information that there is a Triceratops territory. Basically, it's just a home for Triceratops, and I never saw anything like that before in any game or information references and stuff. Just mentioned. It's just mentioned, and so it's my own design. I just tried to create this area where the Triceratops roam freely and the park guests are more enclosured. So it's a different way around. It's not just like T-Rex Kingdom, where the T-Rex is in an enclosure and people are around it. No, this is differently. This is like the people are in an enclosure and the dinosaurs are around it. It's not technically true, but have in mind that all the areas behind this is all open and freely for the dinosaurs, of course, and there are no fences here. Of course, in the movies we see the fences in certain sections, especially if you know the gyrosphere scene where they are going through a gate and find the Ankylosaurus. That's the intersection of section 4 towards more the north, where the Indominus lives, and we have the raptors, of course, there. So it's not here now because I tried it out to do something with the fences, but I didn't like this fence just standing around and not being connected to or disappearing into the forest. I wanted to have the small sections over there. As you can see, this is very small. It's just a path here, and the other side has that as well. It's over there. You can see it now because we are lower. It doesn't really look that great. So, like the park itself, there is a mention in many designs and references about invisible walls, which is basically not really a wall, but it's a sensor or a proximity alert. When a dinosaur moves across it, they are being shocked by the chips. They have all these tracking chips, and so they can, of course, see in the base of operations where the dinosaurs are. If you have Claire watching the dinosaurs and stuff, and the invisible walls make sure the dinosaur knows that if going past this, I'm being shocked, so I return back to it. There are dinosaurs who don't really fell for that, like Indominus was able to claw out his sensor, so he could. That's the reason why he could get past the invisible fence. And but most herbivores are different and less aggressive, of course. So yeah, Triceratops Valley is over here. As you can see, I've mixed around a little bit with textures, dirt areas, and something new I tried out. Just to quickly move over here. This is I call it a little bit more like a muddy dirt. I just play around with the rock texture and the sand texture, as well as the normal dirt texture. This is the more normal dirt one, and made this more the darker sand color. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and it gives a little bit different view of the terrain itself. I've played a lot with the terrain tools in this map. I always did that, but it's even more than the last time I built a park. Hello, Phaeton. Welcome back, man. I hope you guys are all doing well, by the way. A lot of people I still talk on the Reddits and of course my Instagram page and the Discord and stuff. So I know things are well. I'm doing fine myself. I was a little bit nervous because I was tested for the COVID-19 virus, and it was yesterday. I've been home in quarantine for 2 days. And luckily, I've been called this morning that I was negative in the results, so I'm able to get out and work tomorrow again. So I'm happy to continue my normal life, of course. But I had time to do the challenge mode for the first time I ever was able to get past the 2 stars. Triceratops Valley. I mean, we don't know a lot about it, so as you see, it's very crowded over here. That's because in the settings I set up the settings to high or difficult for people being here. How harder it is, how more needs there are, the more people there are. And yeah, this is a section I created, like the people officially come here with the monorail, of course, and they get here on this small hub away from the main park, of course, because they need to have a place to take a dump, go to the toilet. You need those things, right? So we have a toilet over here, and people have this elevated area which they have a bar and grill. They can eat and drink and overlook the Triceratops territory. One of the towers is overlooking of here as well, so it's nice. There are a lot of Triceratops, by the way. I'm going to take a look on that in a minute. First off, just the area. I recently, as one of the last things I did on this park, placed a ranger station because I was doing the sandbox mode, of course, and because I forgot about the normal restrictions that you needed, the ACU and the ranger stations and all those things. Power stations, we don't have any power stations here, so I'm very happy with that. Let's pretend the power is mainly going underground because there's a lot of tunnel systems, of course. And so the ranger station is here, so we can drive around in the jeeps. I like that idea. And people can go over here and just relax and watch the Triceratops area from the galleries. I played around a little bit with the path. I hate that word, path. And I had this circular first option over here, but people were just walking straight and not past the fence, and that's kind of one of the things I hope we ever see being adjusted. If it's an update or a new version of the game, I don't mind. If there's any way to change this in the future, please Frontier, do. People are stupid in this game. And a restaurant over here, and that's basically it. Nice to hear that you aren't sick. Yeah, I'm very glad. I mean, I'm a risk. I have a risk job. That's the right word, because I work in healthcare with elderly people, and it's kind of that if I'm having symptoms, I directly have to call my job and say I can't come because I have certain symptoms and I need to be tested. I'm always having a cold, by the way, like 24/7. My whole life, so that's basically normal for me. But this time I lost my taste as well, so I was eating pizza and I was like, I have no clue what is on the pizza at the moment. What am I eating? It could be a cardboard or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'm happy it's not the virus. Back to the Triceratops. As you can see, I played a lot with the dirt tool. Just drawing around and then use the grass tool to make it a little bit different. I'm very happy with it. I think I changed the terrain multiple times here, and we have the water in the middle. And as you can see, I've placed and spread out the feeders. Like this is a part where they can eat over there, where you can see them in the back. And we have a small area which is over there, so they can kind of spread around and herd a little bit from one side to the other. So the Triceratops are all the it's just those are, which is the normal one? No, no, just skipping the others. No, you already have seen which dinosaurs those are. Yeah, okay, this is the normal one. So there are not much of skin differences. Most are just the basic Isla Nublar Jurassic World skins, of course, and they are different from all the other islands and stuff. So these are the Jurassic World Triceratops. But like mentioned in the Claire novel, this is the other one. Yeah, there are several Triceratops which have been moved from Isla Sorna, which are still, of course, the Jurassic Park Triceratops. So these are the veterans of the Triceratops family, the old ones. Different skin, and they are from Nublar, and possibly some of them have been surviving on. I did mention it the wrong one. I mean, they are from Sorna, and some maybe have survived Nublar before Masrani started to gather dinosaurs back. And you have maybe spotted them already, so here they are, the Ceratops. Very lovely. This is the basic skin, of course. Very great. We never knew that there was an Ceratops until the Battle of Big Rock mini movie, the short movie, and I was trying to find out if Ceratops was part of an area, but it wasn't. There was no information about it. So I wondered what would happen with the Nasuto in the park. Like I mentioned before, my universe of these parks are, of course, after 2015's incident. And so the Indominus escapes, but the Indominus is never able to wreak a lot of havoc and is captured by the ACU team before all goes to hell. So in that period of time, Ceratops was not open for the public. They were behind the scenes somewhere waiting to be released and showed off to the guests in the park. So this was the best area to place them, because I think they are a little bit more aggressive than the Triceratops. And we have Triceratops, of course, in the Gyrosphere Valley. So Nasuto is being part of the Triceratops territory. You can see a little bit more dirt. I mean, if you go further away, you see a little bit more better the colors. Otherwise, the grass fills in. Sometimes I use the dirt, the darker areas around the water, and because the earth gets a little bit more wet, so it's darker. And if they are being trampled by Triceratops, the grass is a little bit being moved, of course. So this is a little bit where they might have fought or challenge each other and stuff like that. So before we continue, I'm going to skip the gyrospheres last, because that's the last thing I created as well. So this is the pathway going towards the gyrosphere area. And as you can see, there are no fences. So basically the Triceratops are all hiding in the more denser area. They are able to escape, but they won't, because they have a lot of water on this side. There's food in here, and there is a little puddle over there, as you can see. It has a purpose, and we're going to go back to this area in a moment, because that's something fun I wanted to do. beside having a dinosaur park. Don't get fooled by the volcano. It's totally not active. Don't look at it. It's not active. We're all fine. No one's going to die because of volcanic eruption and stuff. So the next area is the Gallimimus Valley. It was fun to create this one. We're going to fly by a little bit and start at the beginning of the island side. So Valley was, of course, we saw it in the movie. It's basically the same area which had the Jurassic Park scene with the Gallimimus and flocking them around the area. Of course, it's the same place. So over here, I create this small hub which has the kind of like the caretaker areas. I mean, we have range on the other side, but this is a little bit the same. We have food supplies. We have the incubation center where dinosaurs are being dropped off. Most of the dinosaurs living in Gallimimus Valley just can move out of the enclosure and into the Valley with the help of tracking the feeders in the water, of course. So we have the ACU station over here. We have, of course, a little bit of security around, and we need to transport dinosaurs. And as you can see over here, we have also a little bit of a dirt road, because this is being created by most of the dinosaurs, and of course the vehicles, as we have trucks and jeeps moving in and out. And when the gates are being unleashed and the Gallimimus group flocks out and just runs over here, and we have Apatosaurus moving through this area, it's all being a little bit trampled because they wanna go set free, of course. And then it goes into the valley itself. And on the left side over here is the area which starts basically the safari tour, and that's the biggest attraction of this part of the valley, of course. So I kind of had to create a toilet and a food place over here so we get more people around. Otherwise there were so few people for just the safari tour. And we have a tower to get up a little bit of overlook for people who are returning and just want to look over the area itself. And as you can see, the orange path, you come around and they're all walking around it, and sometimes even skipping. Look, I hate people who skip the line, but it's fine. It's fine. Basically, you walk around here, as you can see with the gyrosphere ride in the movie. A lot of people are waiting and standing in line. And maybe I can change the fences to a little bit more a lighter fence. Looks prettier, I think. I think I did it with the gyrosphere ride, but not sure. So you walk around here, and you can decide to. Oh no, wait, I changed. Oh, I already changed that. Okay, cool. So it's just the queuing. I call it queuing. I don't know if it's the right word in English, because I worked at a dolphin park in the Netherlands, which we call the queuing. I think it's the same thing, where people just wait in line. And then, yeah, we're going to take a ride ourselves, don't we? Let's do that. Yep, there we are. And we are going to drive our own truck.
Please make sure that you listen carefully to any
okay, ladies and gentlemen.
From staff.
Yes, instructions of staff. Welcome, my name is Insider. I'm your tour guide at the moment. As we take this nice safari ride a little bit off tour. We're not following the path, so we are going to enjoy the area our own pace. How do I, what was, oh, that's the horn. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was the horn. Yeah, if we go into the area of the Galley Valley, we can already spot some of the dinosaurs running around.
keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all
And
times.
just stop here for a moment. As you can see, the Gallimimus are running around, and we have more dinosaurs around here. And those are Edmontosaurus. And yes, for those who never knew about that, Edmontosaurus is part of Jurassic World Park. What are you going to... Maniac! My god, everyone okay back there? Is everyone okay? Gordon, are you fine?
Like
Phaethon?
other members of the sauropod family,
I'm sorry
the
guys, I hope you all have
Apatosaurus's
seatbelts
head
on.
is tiny compared to her huge body.
Let's turn around. I think they were a little bit scared of the first time a truck driving towards them instead of following the path. So yeah, Edmontosaurus is part of the original park. They are mentioned on the website, and they were on the list of dinosaurs available in 2015. We have a very small group. I think there are 5 of them, and we have a lot of Gallimimus, by the way, and really a lot of Gallimimus, and there are 2 versions of them.
Gallimimus was first discovered in China and lived during the Cretaceous period. They are one of the largest known ornithomimids.
Yeah, it's great that they mentioned China, because we have a representative of China and someone who's going to put a lot of money in our park endorsement. I'm very happy you're safe back there. It's a little bit of roleplay going on here. So, we're still driving somehow. Gallimimus had the basic null type gene, and I also have a jungle version around it. There are males and females, and basically the males are... hello there, Parasaur
Gallimimus
lovers.
is an ostrich-like dinosaur regarded for its
It's
cheetah-like
so
speed.
great they're talking
Its
through
name
my
means
own
chicken mimic.
presentation of the area. So yeah, if you see a more reddish Gallimimus, those are the males. It's a little bit of a reference for the original Jurassic Park. I think it was the Lost World mostly. That you have the brown, which are normally the males, no, the females, and the more reddish are the males. We're going to take a different look of the area in a second. You can see this one is more red. So those are males.
Please remain seated for the duration of the ride.
Damn it, Gordon, stay seated. You heard the lady. So let's return. I'm having too much fun about this. This place is one of the feeder areas. As you can see, it's a little bit trampled here. It is a nice view. We're going to take a look on it from above after we're done driving here. And the design of the area and how to make sure they are flocking is going to be explained back then. And also the water. Oh, there they come. Oh, this looks cool. This is nice. I tried to
Bright
make
lights can
pictures
startle the dinosaurs, so please refrain from
of the
using any
Gallimimus
flash
running
photography.
by, but it never really occurred unless I'm driving myself. But yeah. Oh yeah, we have Sinos. We don't have Mamenchi, I'm afraid. I mean, if you want to see Mamenchis, you have to go to East Sorna for that. So yeah, you just mentioned it, so you don't have to repeat yourself. Oh my god, those people! I'm not being paid enough for this job. Something's happening in the back. What's happening in the back? Phaeton, did you just fart or something? Because
Dinosaurs
the whole
will
truck was
often
shaking.
congregate around feeders and water sources.
I'm not sure if you're even watching again. So, Apatosaurus, as you can see, the big ones. We have 5 on this side of the section 4. There are a lot of Apatosaurus in the park. We have some at the Gyrosphere Valley. Very cool to see that. And of course, we have Cretaceous Cruise, which also has some of the... hello? some of the... It's very cool that they're walking by the way. Hello, good day, good day, hello. That's one is just chilling, a little bit less stressed to run off. Apatosaurus has been in 3 sections, of course, and I decided to have 5 of them. As you can see, we have the water over here.
And you must keep your seat
excuse me, I'm coming through, just don't mind us. Just going... Oh, I have to wait before the galley just walks by. Thank you! So this is a little bit of a river situation over here where the dinosaurs can drink. As you can see, a lot of dinosaurs run around here, because on this side is just the drinking area and the other side has the feeding area. So that's why they're flocking. And the third dinosaur, the fourth one, are the Parasaurolophus. And parasaurs were also part on different areas of the island, and these are the ones at Gallimimus Valley. As you can see, the beautiful colors of parasaurs over here, which are the basic designs InGen created. But we have another one. We have to just drive around carefully. As you can see, we have a different parasaur over here. These are all parasaurs, which are darker of color, and those lived on Isla Sorna in the wild for a couple of years. I think it was after 1993. Yeah, of course, our ACU teams have captured a lot of dinosaurs on Sorna and transported them back to Nublar. At least dinosaurs that survived or haven't been killed off by our... Don't mention it. Nothing to say about that. Sorry, we are taking care of every life on this island. Oh, hello, coming through. Alright, so we have seen most dinosaurs. We can quick up the pace for a moment. As you can see, it's a very big area, and the tour just goes from this side and a little bit over the hill. Whee! Hands in the air! And we have a monorail going by.
All species of dinosaur have different requirements.
There we have the other galleys. This is the feeding area, or at least we have a lot of feeding stations hidden in the trees or beneath the trees a little bit. And so they can feed here, run off to the other side. I think every dinosaur except Apatosaurus does it, because Apatosaurus has all its food supplies on the water side. So yeah, let's run around. Oh. Those guys are very durable. I think they can just run up to a T-Rex and kill it.
For the duration of the ride.
So, yeah, the Monto, and we just move around. I need to drive you back to the station. We have no more time. We need to continue our tour. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Break. Oh, good enough, good enough. All right, we done it. Yes, thank you very much for driving with Insider Tours. If you have any bruises or blue spots, let me know. We have medical supplies like Hello Kitty. How are those things called? Bandages. That's it. Sometimes I need to switch my Dutch words into English. It's not that easy. So a little bit of overview from here. As you can see, this is the area I was talking about. It has a little different texture. A little bit more like brownish and a lot more grass differences than the rest of this area. And the galleys over here, as you can see, this is the red one, the more reddish one, pink red, and the normal. So let's continue to the next area, and that's going to be a little bit different. Well, not really. I think it's just I'm going to show it when we are part of the gyrosphere itself. So we take this small tour. Maybe you can hear some of the wildlife if we're going through here. We have a lot of birds and rodents and small animals still living around here, but we also have a little bit different wildlife that's living here for a long, long time. Well, maybe not as long as most normal animals around here, but maybe, I think, 20 to 30 years now. So we have arrived at the Gyrosphere Valley, and as you can see, we have one of the monorail stations where you're being dropped off. We have a toilet room, we have security bunker or emergency bunker, and this is kind of what I created to look a little bit similar to the movie where people are waiting to get into the gyrosphere. Also, they're skipping the pathways. Normally they're walking straight now, but yesterday they were just walking around and then off the cliff. They just walked off and continued like no one cared. That's humankind for you. I broke someone's back. Oh, I haven't noticed that. So yeah, we have gyrosphere here, and we're going to, as you can see, like in the movie, you don't see anything from here. I mean, this is the whole enclosure, as you can see. And so I elevated a little bit of terrain so that you don't see any dinosaurs. Like the kids in the movie yelling like, "Where are the dinosaurs? I want to see dinosaurs." So let's drive one. The drive a gyrosphere. All right.
It's tough enough to stop a 50 caliber bullet.
So I hope no one has.
Program ended. User control engaged.
Yep. I forgot how to drive this thing. So yeah, we're going to do the gyrosphere right here, and I hope you guys have enough room to sit next to me. It's a live feed. You're staying home, so it's a live feed because social distancing and. Where are the dinosaurs? I want to see dinosaurs. And then suddenly, they are all back over there. Okay. And then suddenly, dinosaurs. This is the gyrosphere area. Every dinosaur that's mentioned or part of gyrosphere is here. We have Apatosaurus, also 5 members of them. And suddenly we also see Triceratops, which are only 6 members. Enough for the gyrosphere ride because I didn't want to have a lot of the Triceratops beside the territory they live in, of course. What was going? Oh, it's been so long since I drove a gyrosphere, by the way, so I need to figure out a little bit. So yeah, there are feeding stations all over the place, and we have water on this side a little bit, and more on the other side. They are walking around between every feeding station, so normally they're also walking in this side, but it seems they are not doing that for the moment. We're going to find every dinosaur, by the way, and yes, Representative China, we're going to see a Sinoceratops, don't worry, don't worry. So we have the Parasaurs, of course, who are also on the Gallimimus Valley, and these are just all the Jurassic World versions. No versions of the original Jurassic Park from Sorna or Nublar. By the way, the Nublar ones are the green ones, and we don't have those anymore. Those sadly were eaten by the T-Rex Rexy in the last couple of years before we started to build the park. And So these are new, fresh dinosaurs. Let's cross over. We can just go here. We have Brachiosaurus. We have multiple Brachiosaurus. These live in the Gyrosphere Valley. And we also have Brachiosaurus at the treetop. What's it called? The place where you can walk in the trees and see the Brachiosaurus, basically. So I can't remember the full name of it. Treetop feeders? Treetop grazers, that's it. Treetop grazers. We had a little bit of trouble with Brachiosaurus in the past because they were attacking the gyrosphere pods, thinking we were toys, and so that's why we designed this glass version of a gyrosphere. Doesn't look like a football. These Brachiosaurs, there are a little bit more, but you can see these Brachiosaurs as well at the center of the park, near the Innovation Center. We have created a new pathway for them, so there is a little bit of feeding place where they have their favorite foods, and we lure them in a couple times a day, so they walk around the forest. You can remember the tour of that park. Excuse me, going by. You can see they're not very scared of me because they don't really understand the glass over here. So we have the next group of different species. We have Ankylosaurus. There are a few Ankylosaurus. There were some Ankylosaurus from Isla Sorna, and but those have sadly passed away. They were very old, and because they were experiments, they were different in age, and India made sure things changed after that. Yes, representative China, we have the Sinoceratops over here. The chunky boys, I love those. I think the basics cosmetic is still the best one. I mean, I like the black one as well, but the yellow places, but... So, Sinoceratops, while they're just laying around, Sinoceratops was only seen Fallen Kingdom, a little bit of behind the scenes background story, and we haven't seen them in the original Jurassic World movie, but thanks to Camp Cretaceous we know that Sinoceratops was part of the Gyrosphere dinosaur herd, so that's why we're placed here. There was also a possibility to use them in the Triceratops territory, but I think that was the best as well. Hey Phaeton, who is now Subaida, quickly changed your name. Are you a spy or something? Are you sent here by Biosynth? Or the other, what's it called, group mentioned in Camp Cretaceous? I'm watching my eye on you. I just saw a Stegosaurus, but it left already. Where is he? Did I just miss it? No, it's still here. Yeah, that's the last dinosaur we need to find, which is the Stegosaurus. Oh, there is one. This is the water hole. Oh yeah, thank you, Manticore. That's it. Still a name I need to get familiar with. Stegosaurus, we have the Stegosaurus, which is created for Jurassic World over here. I mean, a large number of them walking around, and we're getting wet feet, by the way. We're just slowly moving to the water. We have another group of Stegosaurs, which is part of Cretaceous crews, like the Apatosaurus and Parasaurolophus, and those also have different versions of their species. We have the Sorna Stegosaurus, who were created in the Jurassic Park, our predecessor, and we also have the green Parasaurs over there. That's for the future tour. You already have some information about that. So the tour itself goes as we get out of the water. around the water hole, the drinking hole, back towards the gyrosphere station, of course. Quickly move around. And we basically can skip the ride now, so hang on, we're going to fast forward into the drone view. A lot more stegosaurs over here. And whoop! Here we are, back to the capture mode. So yeah, this is the area, quickly overview of it. The water hole, in the middle the feeders, so they are all sticking together in the middle, and they are mainly staying in this center, but it's great to have them in one place. Of course, we have a lot of more visible numbers back then. It looks great. Oh, I'm forgetting one dinosaur. Maybe you can spot him. I give you a few seconds. Can you spot a very unique dinosaur in here? There is one. If you can see it, I'll just give you time, a little bit of time for the men. For those who are watching the live stream, you can answer it, of course. But for those who are watching it later on, maybe you can see it and before I can show it. Yeah, someone's mentioning it. Gordon, you're right. We have Bumpy! A big one! Because we are not living in 2015 anymore, we're 5 years later, and the incident never happened. Or at least, the Indo escaped, but didn't kill any of the Ankylosaurs and those things. So we have the Ankylosaurus who looks the most as Bumpy, because of the blue-greenish shell skin. And it doesn't have yellow, but when Bumpy gets older, the yellow is a little bit more darker, as you can see. It's also of course, a Jurassic Park skin, and not the basic Jurassic World Ankylosaurus. Because it doesn't really have the right skin in the Jurassic World versions of it. So, alright Bumpy, take care, bye. So, yeah guys, that's Gyrosphere Valley. I'm pretty proud of it. It's very easy to create all three of the areas. It's not really that hard, but yeah, it's just more working around with the terrain. The rest is just simple. No fences, just place the things around and make sure they can walk between everything. And so we have one little thing that is around in this section of the park. And you can see by the meats, maybe you already know what we're going to look for. If I can find them, because one of the most hardest thing in the game is not even the challenge mode, it's finding these dinosaurs. If you see one, over here one, let me know. Oh, there we go. Hello! Going to drown yourself? So we have wild compies. I'm also calling them just wild compy instead of giving them any names. These are legit wild roaming compies. I heard more of them here. So there are a lot of compies who live on the islands since the fall of Jurassic Park in 1993. Most of them were transported from Sorna and kind of were stowaways. They never were intended to being released to the park as of yet. And they have lived here like any normal animal on the island, like most birds, and we have squirrels and bats and all those. So there are compies around in this section. If we take a look up, this is the small section between the two large areas, and this is exactly the place where the compies live. They can roam freely, they can go to the Triceratops there, but I only seen them doing that once, that they headed to the water over here and were walking around the Triceratops and then quickly moved back, because there's only a feeder in this place, and they always stay close to the feeder. We also have a second group of wild compies, and those live here. That's the reason why we have a puddle of water in these small pathways. See, you can hear them clearly. A few. You can hear a lot of other wildlife around here. That's a parrot. No, those are galleys. Oh. Oh. Oh, here we have one. Hello. So yeah, there are 10 compies on each side, roaming free. Some have escaped and joined the wild ones. So, yes, guys, that's it. This is the whole park. It took a while because in between of creating this park, I took some liberty for myself as well as playing some different games. I've been playing No Man's Sky and Star Wars Squadrons for a moment. Squadrons just have been released for a week, so I've been doing the story mode and playing with my brother. And of course, No Man's Sky was something I never knew changed so much after I bought it the first day it came out, and I really was disappointed in the game. But now I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. So that's why it took a while before I finished this park. And so yeah, this is section 4, guys. We have the main park over there, and we have section 4 over here. And the next park I have to start. Think I'm going to start it today. I'm not sure. That's going to be the most northern part of the park itself. And that's going to be section 5 and 6, which has the Cretaceous cruise, the Pterodon aviary. We have the Velociraptors, Blue and its squad, who are getting a new place to live on because they were kind of behind scenes for the public, but now we're going to pull them towards the public so people can watch these beautiful Velociraptors. And we have, of course, the Indominus Rex. After his escape in 2015, he has a new home, more secure. So that's going to be a fun thing to create. We also have a camp over there for it's kind of started 5 years ago. The first group of kids arrived at Camp Cretaceous, so we're going to try out and place that one there. We also have Toro the Carnotaurus living in that section, and we have the treetop grazes, Cerval Brachiosaurus, in a little place. And we have one dinosaur. We don't know where it was in Jurassic World, but we have the Allosaurus also going to be placed in that park. So thank you for joining me on the tour. I hope you guys had a blast joining the little roleplay while driving a truck in the gyrosphere. And I see you guys next time, of course, when we are streaming the next park. And for those watching later on, let me know what you think of the park itself. If you have questions, place in the comments below. If you want to follow me, hit subscribe and use the bell button if you want to be notified for the next stream. Because on YouTube, I wanted to make this announcement I'm going to stream like I do on Instagram normally, but I can't do it if I'm streaming from the PlayStation, so that's sad. I can only do it if I'm streaming from my laptop, but that's not the case here, so yeah. So yeah, if you want to be notified, just hit the bell and it's easier that you can see that I'm online. And thank you all for joining. I had fun. It took a while. I'm going to make some stuff for the next videos. I'm also working on videos like a tutorial. Someone asked me if I can do a tutorial about a little bit of stuff I create. I had that plan. I still need to finish that video. And yeah, that's it. I hope you all have a lovely day. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. And protect yourself for the outside world, of course. I mean, I was always trying to do that, but I was so scared that I had possibly the COVID virus. I'm not that easily scared, but it's just making you nervous. You don't know what's going to happen in life, so. Anyway, enjoy your day, and bye-bye. And that's the start button. That's not something I wanted to find. Oh god, PlayStation. You can always see that I'm going to switch off to a different screen now. Alright. Ciao.